Last thing I want to talk about is the major scale formula. So when you playing, you can do this in any key. We're going to do it in the easiest key, the key of C, because it has no sharps or flats. Remember, we was talking about that the last video. Remember, whole steps and half steps are very important too. Whole step is when you skip a step. Half step is when you don't skip a step, okay? Or skip a note if we're talking about, we're talking about notes. So whole step is when you skip a note. Half step is when you don't skip a note. The major scale formula, I'm about to break it down in one key, and you can use it in any key. We talked about all the names of the keys. You can use it in any key. All you got to do is stick to this formula, and you're going to do it right, okay? This is the whole step formula, the major scale formula, okay? I'm sorry, not the whole step formula. I'm getting tongue tied again, but this is the major scale formula. Check it out. I hope you enjoy. So you see we got the 2 black keys and we got the 3 black keys. We starting on the key of C. That's the easiest key because it's no black keys and no flats and sharps. And the first note is the tonic, C. That's your tonic. Tonic means that's the key that you're in. That's the key that we're playing in. All these notes in the major scale work in the key of C major, okay? So we got tonic, and we're going to start it, tonic. Then you're going to go whole step, which would be D. Then you're going to go another whole step, which would be E. Then we'll do a half step, which would be F. Remember, there's no black key between E and F, so that's why that was a half step. G, that's a whole step. A is another whole step. B is another whole step. C, that's called an octave. When you play the note that you started on, when you get to the end of the scale, that's your octave. The note you started on, these are octaves when you go across the scale and play these, okay? So that's the whole way that you do a major scale. That's the major scale formula, guys. Thanks for tuning in.